Clancy, and boy do I have a story for you. Guys, this morning was honestly just like one of the scariest things I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like, I can honestly say that I've experienced a lot of scary things, you know, just me, you know. This has to be, it's just one of like those situations where it's out of a movie. Like, I felt like, how is this happening right now? Okay, I'm gonna get into it. If you follow me on Facebook, you already heard this story in the moment as it happened. Right now I'm gonna give a couple more details because that is my work page. So it's linked down below, because if you're not already following me, I know a lot of you guys might be wondering, like, where is Clancy? Why is she posting a lot? Guys, I post here, but I also post so much just to my Facebook, and that's where you get some like real in-depth things of what it's like to be a TV news reporter, kind of just the behind the scenes of my life, because yes, I am a news reporter if you're new here and you don't even know that. Link down below. Definitely give the page a like, because you're gonna want to see, you're gonna want to see. For now, let me get into what happened this morning. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys like more in-depth. I don't know what I said this morning in the Facebook, but whatever. Okay, so I woke up 2 o'clock a.m. That's when my alarm goes off, and got ready for work, and I was in a good mood. I'm like bopping around. I'm like, cool, like we are going to work. Like, I was excited to go to work, and it was raining, cats and dogs. So because it was raining, I had a lot of things in my hand. I had my umbrella, I had to hold my bag, I had to hold my mug of tea that I bring to work, not, you know, like a thermos, whatever, and then also a box of hand warmers, because I wanted to bring them into work because your girl gets cold. So I was like, wow, you're gonna make 2 trips from your house, my apartment, to the car. My apartment, the way it is, I live on the top floor, and then I have a bottom neighbor who I've never ever met before. I've never ever met him. My mom met him once. And she was like, he's nice, like, cool. I've literally never met him in these several months I've lived here, which is kind of weird, but I kind of have a weird schedule, you know. Okay, so I take my first trip down to the car, I drop off the hand warmers, and then I'm running up, kind of, not running, but you know when you have like a pep in your step, you're bopping up, so I kind of was like bopping up my stairs, and the way my stairs are, like, they're like large cracks, like about like that wide, where you can see, you know, downstairs. I could see my downstairs neighbor's door, you know. So as I'm bobbing up, oh my god, guys, I'm not kidding, like, I'm not acting or anything right now. Like, you guys, if you watch my YouTube videos, you know I'm not one of those, I don't mean to cause drama, but there are some actor YouTubers, like, they try to, I don't know, you guys know what I'm talking about. I am not an actor YouTuber. When I say that, like, just telling you guys this, like, makes me, like my heart, like, picks up speed, because it just, I'm that, like, traumatized is a really dramatic word, but I'm that, like, oh my gosh. I look down, not expecting to see anything, and it's just, my neighbor's door is wide open. I can see into his apartment. Which, okay, you have to understand, like, that in and of itself freaked me out. At 2:45 in the morning, to see any human out, it's, like, just weird. I don't know. And he's just laying flat on the ground, face down in his doorway. And I just paused, and I'm looking, and I'm just like, oh my god, someone shot him, or did something, and is either robbing his house, or they're coming for me. I didn't know what, and I just looked. I actually wish I would do anything to get a surveillance of like what my face looked like. I just looked at that and was like, oh my, and I just sprint up my stairs into my apartment, lock my door really quickly, and I'm just like staring into space, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's a killer downstairs. They killed my roommate, my neighbor, and he's dead. And like, what the heck? And then, as soon as I went into my apartment, I'm saying all this, I'm like, Clancy, like, you can't just leave him there, like, and, like, that's one thing, like, in these situations like this, to be honest, like, I tend to not be brave. I'm just gonna be dead honest, like, my instinct is always to run, just, like, I don't know, I've never been in a situation quite like this, but I can't explain it, like, I don't know, I just have an instinct to run, like, whenever things, like, go wrong, like, I just, like, run. And so I was like, Clancy, like, you gotta go out there again and, like, check. But, like, I literally thought, and you have to understand, like, as a news reporter, I'm constantly going to shootings, to stabbings, to all of these things after they happen, and I hear about them happening, and all I was thinking is, like, this is it, like, this is one of them, like, and I'm next. But I ended up going back outside to check. It's like a horror movie, like, you're like, why did the person go, you know, to the corner? I don't know, we just do. I'm sorry, I love home grouping myself into that. So I go outside to check, and I go down the stairs slowly, and then I see the door is closed, the keys still in the door. So I'm like, what the heck does that even mean? So I was like, I ran back into my apartment, locked the door, and was like, what the heck is going on? Like, did the person did they see me and then drag him in? Because why were the keys still in the door? So then also I'm thinking, I need to go to work. And that just goes to show like how like, I need to like get my priorities straight, that I'm like saying like, you need to go to work when it's like life and death on the line, but work is like that important to me. Yeah. And so I'm like, Clancy, like, this honestly took about a lot of guts. I was like, you need to just get to your car and go to work and like be with other humans. And I like was so scared. Like, you know when you were little, I don't know if you guys did this, but like I would like run to my parents' bedroom because I thought the monsters were gonna get me. Like I would run to their bed, but like getting out of my bed and making that run to their room was like the scariest thing in the world. Okay, that's what this was like, but like this wasn't like monsters. Like this was like a guy who could kill me, being outside, coming for me. And my mom actually yelled at me for not calling 911 right there and then and for leaving my apartment, but in my mind, I truly just had to get to work. I had so much work to do and whatnot. So I ended up like just tossing the umbrella. Like the whole reason I had to take 2 trips because I was like, I don't want my hair to get wet and I need my umbrella. I tossed the umbrella, left my tea, which didn't even realize, you know, ran to my car and like, oh my God, my heart was racing. I mean, like I thought I was gonna die. Get in my car, lock the doors, and then just drive off. Immediately calling 911 as I'm driving, yes, but I don't care. This was life or death for me. And I've never ever in my life called 911 before. It kind of freaks me out. The thing is though, I call dispatch every day, like for my job, for police, trying to figure out information. But I've never called for myself, or I've never actually even dialed 911. When you call dispatch, it's a whole nother number. I call and I tell them like I was just like, listen, like I'm on my way to work. My neighbor, I saw him, he was a flat face down. Like I can't get that. I honestly like, I can't get this image out of my, right now as I'm telling you guys, I can't get this image out of my head. My neighbor was just face down on that, like I've never seen that. And I tell them, and then they were like, we're gonna send someone, okay. So like, I get to work, I tell everyone about this, and then I'm like, I got a call from dispatch again, I got a call from the policeman saying he was there, like, trying to ask me questions, like, does he have a roommate, does he have a car? I don't know why. I mean, also, I'm sure it's a little bit scary for him not knowing what he's walking into as well. So I had no idea what happened. About 30 minutes later, I called back. They told me my neighbor was intoxicated. He just passed out. So yeah, all of that, and he was just drunk. I know, like, it ended up being, like, the police officer probably came, actually. My neighbor's probably freaked out. Imagine being so drunk. First of all, who gets that drunk that they pass out in their doorway? Honestly, come on. Come on. But anyway, so I mean, I feel bad that like the police officer went all that way and then this guy was drunk, and then plus imagine him, a police officer, you're sleeping in your home and a police officer waking you up in your bedroom or wherever. I don't even know what I mean to do his bedroom. He must have been freaked out. And so I was saying, like, I was like, oh gosh, like this is what I was afraid of. Like, you called 911 and then it was nothing. But God forbid it was something, or even he was drunk and he choked on his vomit, or like he really needed help because he was that intoxicated, you know? I'm glad I called. Geez, though, like when these situations happen, it really is like your gut takes over, and like it's just like, I can't explain it. Like it's just like, I don't know. Jeez, I mean, like I'm glad that's the case, that's what happened. I'm a little bit like, to be honest, like weirded out that happened to my neighbor. I don't know. I've never met him before, and it just makes me feel a little bit weird. I don't know. I feel unsettled, kind of. I just saw a grown man laying on the floor on his face at 2:45 in the morning, or 3, I guess, by that point. It was just scary. And then to just see the door close with the keys in, like, I'll never get that image out of my mind either. Guys, I know I'm being dramatic. I told you guys like a week ago about that sleepwalking incident where in college someone sleepwalked into my bedroom, tried to get in my roommate's bed, and like it was really scary for me. I don't know, sometimes these things kind of stick with me and my fear. Like I remember I couldn't sleep for days because of that, it ended up not being anything, just like this incident, but like, it's just like really, it just, I don't know, that fear, I guess, stays with you. I don't know. I know, I'm a wimp, I'm a baby. I'm just glad everyone's okay. But yeah, I wanted to share that story with you guys. I also don't want my neighbor to think I was like, I wasn't calling the cops because he was drunk. Like, it wasn't like a complaint. Like, do whatever you want, just don't be noisy. My 2 rules: don't be loud, and don't like do anything that smells. Like, I can't stand like the smell of weed or like any party smells. I wouldn't want the smell of alcohol in my house, like when I'm not drinking. You know, like that type of thing. I just, yeah, just don't be noisy and don't smell. But thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, be sure to check out my Facebook page and my Twitter, Instagram, all of that good stuff, because that's where you will find me most often. But I'm gonna go because I need to like shower off this day. I really do. Alright, bye.